Good morning, everyone. I am Vishnu Jagtap, and in front of all of you, I am presenting the money control headlines. So, first of all, yesterday's top gainer is Britannia, Hero Motor Corp, SBI Life Insurance, NTPC. Then, yesterday's top loser is Tech Mahindra, Titan Company, Infosys, and HDFC. Then, we comes to the currency. In that, US dollar is 82.76, European 88.3. Then, next, England 101.23, then Japan 0.6, renminbi Russian, then 11.89, next Australia 55.66, next SGD 61.11, next Taiwan 2.7. Then we comes to the commodity market. Commodity, top commodity is natural gas, methanol. Then top loser for the commodities in that lead cotton, crude, gold, aluminium, copper, zinc, silver. Then we comes to the key indices in that Nifty 50 closed at 18,414.9, and there his Nifty Bank Nifty closes has 43,498.2. Then we comes to the page number. Then we comes to page number 8. In that top news in that center slashes windfall tax on domestic crude to rupees 1700 a ton. Next, US retail sales fall after hefty gains, labor market still tight. Next, will you run out of money in your lifetime? Next, oil rises poised to end week ender despite economic concern. Then we comes to the know that key stock market today, top 10 things to know before the market opens today. So first of all, we know that key US section in that US indices closed sharply lower on Thursday, with each of major average suffering their biggest daily percentage drop in weeks, has fear intensified that Federal Reserve's battle against inflation using aggressive interest rate hike could lead to a recession. Then we come next second Asian market in that Asia Pacific market traded lower as recession fears grow. Next, SGX Nifty trading trends is in the SGX Nifty indicate a negative opening for the broader index in India, a loss of 89 points. Then next, oil prices slide 2% as dollar firm up and central bank hike interest rates. Next, corporate bond issuances jump in November has borrowing cost ease. Next, UK consumer confidence edges up but still close to record low. Next, exports post marginal 0.6% year on year increase in November. Trade deficit at 7 months. Next, European Central Bank rises interest rate by slightly slower pace. Next, FII and DIA data. In that, FII sold out 710 crore rupees and DII purchased 260 crore rupees. Then stock under F&O ban on NSE today. First of all, added IRCTC, Punjab National Bank, and India Housing Finance, BAIL, Delta Corp, and GNFC under its F&O ban list for document 16, December 16. Then we comes to the business news section in that export rises marginally at 0.6% in November. Trade deficit hits 7-month low. Next, budget 2023-24 government may slow down privatization and disinvestment as the polls get closer. Next, cryptocurrency roundup for December 15. SEC sues at last trading for a stock manipulation. Next, India's Q3 current account deficit likely shoot up on widening trade gap. Poll. Next, government may split planned mega refinery to various site sources. Next, KPATL backs rupees 1,397 crore new orders in India abroad. Next, Cummins appoints Anjali Pandey as Group COO for India. Next, Pirmal Finance launches Innovation Lab in Bangalore to have a team of 300 professions. Next, Ramakrishna forging to buy up to 51% stake in TSUYO. Next, 6 non-BJP ruled states have not reduced VAT on petrol products. Government. Next, open to idea of equity investment in India, says Donald Trump Jr. Next, India's trade deficit with China a big worry, says Ikai's Madhvi Arora. Next, French firm Air Liquid inaugurates new oxygen plant in Nagpur. Next, space startup Glax Eye raises $3.5 million fund to fuel satellite plans. Then we comes to the business news section. In that, crude oil prices will rise by March but remain below $100 per barrel level. MC poll. Next, government focus on creating infrastructure for easy access to medical services for workers. Next, SaaS provider RateGain Travels jumps 5% after bagging Air Senegal deal. Next, VRL Logistics promoter sells 5.4% stake worth rupees 273 crore. Next, Penjan standalone is September 2022 net sales at rupees 1.93 crore, up 18.33% year on year. Next, R Systems International Centendon stand alone September 2022 net sales at rupees 217.27 crore, up 41.08% year on year. Next, Jyoti Structure consolidated September 2022 net sales has rupees 13.89 crore, up 5 to 4.56% year on year. Next, JIM standalone September 2022 net sales at rupees 0.77 crore, up 2.49% year on year. Next, Shiflar Industry standalone September 2022 net sales at rupees 7,756.43 crore, up 18.07% year on year. Next, Adani Total Gas standalone September 2022 net sales at rupees 1,115.5 crore, up to 70.9. Then next, Committee of Directors approved Power Grid rupees 330.61 crore transmission project. Next, Shriram Properties acquires stress project in Bengaluru. Next, Tax Tribunal sets aside rupees 1,381 crore excise duty demand against Thermax group firms. Next, Bicon starts clinical study to evaluate efficacy of Itolizumab. Next, G20 under India can make concentrate progress in debt relief, crypto, climate finance. Geeta Gopinath. Next, Bosch to beat forecast double down on India. Next, Mahindra CEO Anish Shah sees US entry for new electric vehicle at least 5 years away. Then we comes to international news. In that, Peru judge order 18-month detention for outed president. Next, Sony plans a smartphone sensor factory in Japan. Next, Toshiba says aim to reach deal with potential partners soon as possible. Next, Russia to double intercontinental missile test in 2023. Next, Sam Bankman-Fried makes new bail application after losing first request. Source. Next, West extend more help to Ukraine, has new Russian offensive expected. Next, landslide near Malaysia capital kills 2 dozens missiling. Next, Asian FTX bulls return has easing China COVID curves improves outlook poll. Next, China's COVID death toll could near 1 million show study. Next, Grab to implement cost cuts cities uncertain microeconomic situation CEO Anthony Ten. Next, former UK PM Boris Johnson has earned 1 million pounds for speeches since quitting. Next, Microsoft to roll out data boundary for EU customers from Jan 1. Next, Russia says no Christmas ceasefire in Ukraine. Next, Emmanuel Macron immensely proud that France is in World Cup final. Next, Elon Musk sells $3.6 billion worth of his stake in Tesla. Next, Australia takes aim at Apple, Microsoft over child protection online. Next, Bill Ackman says Fed's 2% inflation target no longer credible. Next, Guggenheim Scott Maynard warns of another shoe to drop in FTX fallout. Next, next, bond trader dismiss Fed's hawkish tone bet on 2023 rate cut. Next, this is the world's biggest stock winter of 2022 with 1600% gain. Next, UK PM Rishi Sunak plans anti-strike laws to protect lives job. Then we comes to the page number 15. In that international news, US Senate passes bill to bar federal employees using TikTok on government-owned devices. Next, Twitter to shut down newsletter product revenue next year. Next, US to remove some Chinese entities from red flag list soon, US official says. Next, General Motor recalls 8,25,000 trucks SUV over headlight issue. Next, North Dakota law ban TikTok from state-owned devices. Next, ex-Twitter workers gets 3.5 year US prison term for spying for Saudi Arabia. Next, fact box major cryptocurrency cases probed by US authorities. Next, US planning to send smart bomb kits to Ukraine. Next, Jeremy Powell says Fed will not change 2% inflation goal. Next, Fed's Jeremy Powell says inflation battle not won, more rate hikes cooling coming. Next, top news in that center slashes windfall tax on domestic crude to rupees 700 a ton. Next, US retail inflation sales fall after half gain, labor market still tight. Next, oil rises poised to end week higher despite economic concern. Next, ISRO launches 177 foreign satellites between 2018 and 2022. Next, US diplomat meets Jaishankar, discusses G20 presidency of India. Next, construction cost up to 28% since pre-pandemic levels but remains stable since March 2022. Next, export rises marginally at 0.6% in November. Trade deficit hits 7-month low. Next, Russia to double intercontinental missile tests in 2023. Next, West extends more help to Ukraine, has new Russian offensive expected. Next, will address challenges to food security during India's G20 presidency. Yanit Yalin. Next, Greenview apartment owner cry fool has NBFC's stops rental assistance to resident evicted. Next, I admitted I was wrong. Narayan Murthy on keeping family away from Infosys leadership protest. Then on then we comes to the page number 17. In that market news, stock bulls losing support has $4 trillion of options set to expire. Next, oil prices poised to end week higher despite economic concern. Next, LIC rises stake in HDFC AMC to over 9%. Next, bulk deal, Kravish investment offloads rupees 6 to 9 crore worth of shares in Nykaa. Next, India growing faster than official data shows, says Credit Suisse. Next, technical view in that Nifty forms long bearish candle but holds support at 18,350. Next, MF mutual fund go fishing for value in stock market's most hated pocket. Next, Credit Suisse upgrade India from underweight to benchmark for 2023 remains bullish on financials. Next, mutual funds November IPO stakes exist. Total fund deployed in secondary markets. Next, gold prices today. Gold prices likely to remain volatile as Fed gives no signal of a pause in rate hikes. Next, Fed policy not a pivot but just a shift in gear. What is it for investor? Then next, SEBI penalizes crude oil tips wala 3 individuals for unregistered advisory services. Next, oil prices largely unchanged amid demand hopes interest rate hike. Next, June lows possible if geopolitical tension intensify and inflation stays sticky in 2023. Then we comes to the stock news on page number 18. In that, in that Elin Electronics sets IPO price band at rupees 234 to 247 per price. Next, Sapphire Foods gain after 10.7% equity changes hand. Next, buy EV Guard industry target. No. Then we comes to the startup news. It's next in that SaaS major fresh work lays off around 90 employees amid microeconomic pressures. Next, DCW sends notice to Flipkart, Amazon in Delhi acid attack case. Next, BLC International Services becomes India's largest unicorn, crosses $1 billion market cap. Then on commodity section, in that gold prices today, gold prices likely to remain volatile as Fed gives no signal of a pause in rate hikes. Next, on political news, in that Bharat Jodo Yatra resumes, completes 100 days. Next, no one can finish me off political, says B.S. Yediyurappa amid speculation of being sidelined. Next, India's digital transformation is impressive, but digital divide is widening. Next, what is PM Modi's conclusion to stay silent on China? Ask Congress. Next, first meeting on newly elected MCD to take place on Jan 6. Next, Shiv Sena Ro, Delhi High Court reverse order on Uday Thackeray's appeal against decision freezing party. Next, China unilateral action against India make peaceful border in distant reality. Next, government wants to discuss global warming over price rise, joblessness. Next, semiconductor mission has India missed to bus. Next, Tawang clash. Country stands with government center must take opposition into confidence. Sachin Pilot. Then we comes to the page number 22 in that FIDI activity. FII buys in cash market. FII and DI is activity in cash market. In that FII sells out 710 crore rupees and DI buys 260 crore rupees. That much for today. Thanks for watching. Make a good day.